Hello, I'm Art from Laborator and this is my first video tutorial, so thanks for joining me. I'm excited to walk you through our most recent feature which we have added in version 4.2 of Kalium. It's the template parts. So what exactly are template parts? Template parts are reusable pieces of content that let you customize key areas of your website, things like banners, headers, footers, or even full page layouts. And the great thing is, you can decide exactly where they appear, when they show up, and who sees them, all without writing a single line of code. Whether it's displaying a message only for logged-in users, replacing the default 404 page, or showing a sale banner just on product pages, template parts give you that level of control. And you build them visually using your favorite page builder. Now, before we dive in, just a quick note. Template parts are enabled by default, but if you don't plan on using them, you can turn them off under Kalium settings. Let's go ahead and check that. On our WordPress dashboard, let's go to Kalium, Settings, select Template Parts on the left sidebar, and as you can see, there is a toggle which can be turned on or off, depending on if you want to use them or not. In the WordPress dashboard, go to Kalium, Template Parts. The layout should feel familiar as it has the same structure as adding posts or pages in WordPress. Here you will see options like tabs, where you can see tabs like All, Section, Header, Footer, and Pages. Header, Footer, and Pages are disabled at the moment because they are still under construction and they will be released really soon on the upcoming updates. For the moment, we will just focus on the section. Sections let you add content into specific areas of your website. Headers and footers allow you to replace the default header or footer by creating custom layouts using your page builder to show them all across the website or only on some specific pages. While pages lets you replace default WordPress templates, archive pages, 404 pages, maintenance mode pages, and many more. So let's go ahead and create our first section. We can do that by clicking the Add New button here. I'll start by creating a promotional banner, and let's name it Promo Banner. Just keep in mind that this title is only for your own reference. It won't show on the side. What shows in the side is the content that we add. So let's start adding content and creating our banner. Let's start by adding a heading, naming it something like 30% of everything. Under that, I will add short descriptions such as no coupon needed, discount applied directly at the checkout. And let's style it a bit. Let's group them, these two blocks. Let's go and style the block a little bit by giving it a nice background and reduce the space between the blocks. Once you're happy with the design, we can move on to the other settings, such as the template part settings. We can access the template part settings on the top right area by clicking the Kalium logo. As you can see, here are all the template part settings. The settings depend on the type of the template part, so if we're using section, they are different from header, footer, and pages. So the first setting here is the section. We have started creating a section, but if we later on decide to change it to a header, we can do that by clicking it here. Currently, they are coming soon as they are still not available for our users, but we will release them in the upcoming updates. The next settings is display conditions. Here you can choose when the content appears by setting a single condition or many of them. You can show it on specific pages like only on the home page, only on the shop, only for logged in users, or even during specific dates. Let's add our first condition by clicking the Add Condition button. By default, it adds one that shows a section on the entire website, but we can change that based on our needs. For example, if we want to show it everywhere except the home page, we can create another condition and we would choose General Page is not front page. So let's do that. Let's start by clicking on Add Condition. General Page is not the front page. And as you can see, these logical operators have shown. Switch the logic to AND, meaning both conditions must be true for the section to appear. If we used OR, only one of the conditions needs to be true for it to display. So we will leave it like this for the moment. You can find the full list of conditions and where they apply in our documentation by going to docs.kaliumtheme.com, and under here, under template parts, you can see the settings, display conditions, and here you can see condition types. So each condition type is explained exactly where it applies. The next setting is the placement. This controls where on the page the section appears, like before the header, after the content, or inside the product pages. So let's add a placement by clicking the Add New Location button. You can choose from the drop-down the list of locations that are available in the theme. You can select by scrolling down, or if you know exactly where you want to put the banner, you can just type header after and select it, and that's it. But the most user-friendly method is by clicking on the input and clicking then on this target icon. Here you can visually select the location from the live pop-up. As you can see, the header after is located here. Click it, and as you can see, it has selected the header after location. There's also a priority setting. This only matters if you have multiple sections targeting the same spot. Lowering numbers appears first. As a bonus, if you want to preview all hook locations on your live site, just add this at the end of the URL. !view-theme-hooks equals 1, and it will show the same hooks as the one in the pop-up. So let's see it live. As you can see it here. So let's just type this view-theme-hooks equals 1, and it has shown all the site hooks here. The last setting is the container settings. Here you can set it to wrap the section in a container for proper alignment, or for example, you only have a paragraph that you want to show it unwrapped, just uncheck it. When the container setting is turned on, you can choose whether you want to show it only on desktop by hiding other devices, or you can choose to hide on desktop and show only on tablets, for example. It depends on your choices. The next option is custom CSS classes, the container classes. Here you can add, for example, the class container, which is a default theme container class, if you want to show it within the container and not to be full width. So let's delete it for the moment. And the last option here is the tag name, where you can choose the HTML tag, like by default it's a div, but if you want it to be a section, you can just type section, or if you're building a sidebar, you can simply type aside, and that's it. So let's publish it and see it live on our website. So as you can see, it's not showing on our homepage, but let's see if it shows on our books page, for example. As you can see, it's not showing on our homepage, but showing on all other pages because of the conditions that we set. Now, let's say you don't want to use display conditions or placement at all. You just want to have a global template board that you can use over your products or your blog. So let's take a look. For example, let's go to the blog, select a blog post, and let's say we want to add it before this title. Let's click Edit Post, and we can type Enter here, /content section. This is a block which we have built to load the section which we just created. Click it, and here you will be prompted if you want to choose the promo banner we just added. As you can see, it shows live, and you can preview it from here. On the right side, you have the options of this block. For example, you can change the section later on, or there is a check conditions option. So if this is checked, the conditions will be checked first. But if you don't want to check conditions set in the template itself, then it won't check the conditions. So let's just save and preview it. As you can see, the banner has shown here. Let's get back to the edit post. And if you want to edit it, you can do that by clicking the edit section. It will send you to the page promo banner, to the template board promo banner, where you can edit it. The same applies to other page builders, which we will explain in other video tutorials in the upcoming days. There is also one other option to use here, using shortcodes, and we can try it out now. Let's close this one. So let's say we want to use the same block, the same content section, but with shortcodes. So let's go back to WordPress, and as you can see, the template board we just created is listed here, and this is the shortcode here. Let's copy it, and let's get back here. Let's type shortcode and type our shortcode here. Let's save it, and we can preview it live. Let's go down, and here, as you can see, the banner has shown using the shortcode. The shortcodes also have the option to check conditions. You can do that by typing check underline conditions equals no or yes. If you set it to yes, let's save it. Let's see it live. Let's go back to our template boards area. This is the promo banner we just added. Here you can see the type, the placement, the conditions, the status of the promo banner. You can disable the promo banner if you don't want to use it. Let's say we disable it now, and as you can see the status has changed to disabled. So that's it about template board sections. If you have any question, feel free to comment below, and see you next time in the next video.